The old Victorian mansion stood tall and imposing at the end of Willow Lane, its weathered facade looming over the town of Everwood like a silent sentinel of the past. For generations, the house had been whispered about in hushed tones, its dark history a source of fascination and fear for the residents. When the Simmons family moved into the mansion, they were captivated by its grandeur and charm. Sarah Simmons, a historian with a passion for the paranormal, saw the house as an opportunity to uncover its secrets and write the definitive history of Everwood. Her husband David, a skeptical engineer, was more cautious, but he couldn't deny the allure of the mansion's spacious rooms and sprawling gardens for their children, Emily and James. At first, life in the mansion seemed idyllic. The family spent their days exploring the winding corridors and hidden alcoves, marveling at the ornate architecture and elegant furnishings. But as the nights grew longer and the shadows deeper, strange occurrences began to unsettle them. Objects would vanish without a trace, only to reappear in unexpected places hours later. Cold drafts would sweep through the house, extinguishing candles and sending shivers down their spines. And in the dead of night, eerie whispers would echo through the empty hallways, chilling them to the bone. Sarah, determined to uncover the truth behind the mansion's haunting, delved into the town's archive, scouring ancient manuscripts and dusty tomes for clues. She learned of the house's dark past, a history steeped in betrayal, tragedy, and witchcraft. Centuries ago, the mansion had been the home of the Hawthorne family, renowned practitioners of the occult. Legend had it that the matriarch of the family, Agatha Hawthorne, had made a pact with dark forces in exchange for eternal youth and power. But when her insatiable thirst for knowledge led her to delve too deeply into forbidden magic, she inadvertently unleashed a malevolent entity that consumed her soul and cursed the mansion for all eternity. As Sarah uncovered the secrets of the Hawthorne family, the supernatural activity within the house intensified. Shadowy figures would dart across the edges of their vision, disappearing as quickly as they appeared. Strange symbols would appear on the walls, etched in blood-red ink, only to vanish without a trace the next morning. Emily and James, once eager to explore their new home, became increasingly withdrawn and fearful. They would wake in the middle of the night, screaming in terror at unseen horrors that lurked in the darkness. Sarah and David, torn between their love for their children and their determination to uncover the truth, struggled to protect them from the malevolent forces that threatened to tear their family apart. Desperate for answers, Sarah sought the help of Madame Leclerc, a mysterious psychic rumored to have the ability to communicate with the dead. Together, they conducted a seance in the dimly lit parlor of the mansion, hoping to make contact with the restless spirits that dwelled within its walls. As the seance commenced, the air crackled with energy and the temperature dropped to an icy chill. Whispers filled the room and the curtains billowed as if stirred by an unseen wind. Suddenly, a voice that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the earth, spoke through Madame Leclerc, revealing the true nature of the malevolent entity that plagued the mansion. It was Agatha Hawthorne herself, trapped between the realms of the living and the dead, consumed by regret and remorse for the havoc she had wrought. But even in death, her thirst for power remained unquenched, and she sought to claim the souls of the living to fuel her dark magic. Determined to break the curse and free the trapped spirits, Sarah and Madame Leclerc embarked on a perilous journey into the heart of the mansion's haunted past. They performed ancient rituals, deciphered cryptic symbols, and braved the wrath of the vengeful spirits that roamed the corridors. In a final showdown between light and darkness, Sarah confronted Agatha Hawthorne herself, armed with nothing but her knowledge of history and her unwavering determination to protect her family. With a single incantation, she banished the malevolent entity from the mansion, breaking the curse that had plagued it for centuries. As dawn broke over Everwood, the Simmons family emerged from the shadows of the old Victorian mansion, their spirits lighter and their hearts filled with hope for the future. Though the scars of their ordeal would linger, they knew that they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable horrors. And as they drove away from the mansion for the final time, leaving behind the echoes of their haunted past, they knew that they would always carry with them the lessons they had learned and the bonds that had been forged in the crucible of their shared ordeal.